In question number 26, what are the readings of the ammeters A1 and A2, shown in this figure? Neglect the resistances of the meters. So this problem should be very simple. There are basically two loops in the problem. One loop is this loop. This loop is very simple. In this loop, the voltage between these 2 points is just the voltage of the battery. It's 2 volt. So 2 volt appears across this resistance 10 ohm. And therefore, the current on this 10 ohm is going to be I is equal to V by R. V is 2 volt and R is 10 ohm. This becomes 0.2 ampere. So the second part is done. So the current in the A2 ammeter is 0.2 ampere. Now this one, we have a positive voltage here and a negative voltage here. So if you think that this ammeter can be assumed as a negligible resistance, so then mentally short this. It just measures the current. So this one is going to be reversed bias. So, and in the reversed bias, we have been given earlier that in problem 25 to 30, if you read this, in problem 25 to 33, assume infinite resistance in the reverse bias. So this one is reverse bias. And when this one is reverse bias, you can mentally think of a switch that is open. So therefore, there is no current flowing through this, and therefore the current is 0. So that solves problem number 26. It's a simple problem, so let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 27. Find the current through the battery in each of the circuits shown in figure. Current through the battery. So in this case, 5 volt battery, this starts flowing here. This diode is forward bias. This diode is also forward bias. So the current starts flowing in this one as well as this one. So we can replace this circuit with a circuit that looks something like this. This is 10 ohm, 10 ohm, and then this one is a 5 volt battery. So these two resistors are in parallel, so this becomes equal to 5 ohm driven by a 5 volt battery. In this case, the current I will be equal to V by R, or 5 volt divided by 5 ohm, or 1 amp. It should be a simpler problem. I want to make sure I have the right answer. So problem number 20, it's 27th. Problem number 27th, and this 27th here, 1 ampere current. In the second problem, let's look at it more closely. The 5 volt battery, when the current starts flowing, this one is a forward bias, so current flows like this and completes its path. But there is a positive voltage here and a negative voltage here. So this diode is reverse bias. So this acts as an open circuit and there is no current flow in this branch. So the whole circuit can be replaced by something like this. This diode forward bias, 10 ohm, and then we can say that this is open circuit, there is no current flowing through this, and then a 5 volt battery. Or we can simply say this is shorted because this is forward bias. This becomes 10 ohm resistance and a 5 volt battery. The current in this case will be V by R, or 5 volt divided by 10 ohm, or 0.5 amp. Hopefully this is a simple problem to solve.